We rest yesterday, and today I just want to get back into the ring. Okay. Shades. We don't know him. He's the tabler, okay. A lot of new faces again. We're just gonna call here, we don't have any set in the range. So just calling. I still think he can really bet ace queen here. Or 2-5 suited. Or even ace 10. Okay, shades. Shades. To tabler, I'm not gonna mark him as reg. Filasse. Recro. Also a recro. Recro, okay. Maru and Camelos. Okay. Definitely donk here. 3-7 fold. Paladina A. Okay. Also fish or recro. Maru is the new reg. Okay, belly bet here. Fold and bet 1/3. Okay, fold. Camelos. Only Camelos is left. Let's see what we have on Manfer. Roberto Carlos. Okay. Just to write this up. Folding. Only Camelos left. Okay. 2021. Let's see. Feels tighter range from what I see. Let's see Manfer, what we have on him. Okay. We tried one bluff on him, so that's all we have. So only camelos. And let's see the Kurt guy. Kurt 2-tabler. Yanni 2-tabler. So we just won't do anything until we know Cheditis is the recro guy. Betting a pot here. Wrapping I don't know what. I'm not gonna call here. Even when the fish is. Here we don't know Romixon much. 7% call forward 2 times. So it seems like he has a hand that can call forward. So it seems like a strong range. And he didn't do anything. Call forward in position twice. And we don't know any hand. Okay. Camelos still left. Guys, tributing us, we're gonna forward. And it seems like we are only left on Zoom. I'm not gonna fold. I'm not gonna fold Ace King to them, definitely. From what we saw in these MTT tournaments. One shove here, aces. Are we again bluffed with the 4-bet? It seems like we are. Yep, we are again 4-bet bluff. Okay. Frubble, let's see him. He seems to not fold much in position, so but we don't have big of the sample. Seems around 50%, so probably calling like ace 4, ace 5 or many ace 6 because he's not folding anything. Okay, check here. Yep, he called with ace 6, so if we have more sample. Hello, Rentacle. I don't know, man. When you run really bad, you just don't need to be oriented with the results. Just try like to make every play the best play, and if you lose, like just be happy that you're playing good, because the most important thing is to play good. I know it's hard even for everybody. We are all people and have emotions, but I feel we just need to try to play our best and not even to look results at all. But it's hard, so just try to stick your game. Just think about every play, and I think that's the best advice I can give you. Definitely fish here. Just M is also, I think. Okay, yep, he's also Recro. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna bet into the fish. He can call with anything here. And a lot of broadways probably. Kings, queens of hearts. Okay, ace jack call. Okay. Just gonna raise here. Because of the size, if he has ace-x, we're going so. We have like around 50%. If he has like ace-x, so when he's betting the pot, I just won't call. I'm just gonna raise it if he has ace-x. He's gonna have ace-x, but if his normal stack, okay, but here I just hello Magic Orange and thanks. If he's betting the pot, we're gonna play for stacks and that's it. Okay. Really, really low. I just don't even know what type of range he's calling. Elegance. And for sure, I don't think he has 5x. A lot, because you see how narrow he's calling. But again, seems like passive. And we don't know, is he check raising queen x here? Which I feel probably should. But he should then also check the... He should also check here a lot. And we just don't know, okay. LAG and Camellas. Okay. Orbit on the turn. Roger Morales again, unknown. Roger Morales. How many tables he's playing? Seems like one only. Yep, only one. This is the recro. Okay, calling here. Folding. Again, here are 200 players in the pool. So again, enormous pool. Thank you, man. OX something. Ole is the reg, I think. Oleg is the reg, yes. Okay, we're gonna do like this. Seven here. Seven here. I think think is the recro. Kurt is the reg. 3 tabler. I'm gonna just go back. Submara is the recro. Okay, ace king against ace king. And we can lose this. We can definitely lose this. Shades. Shades. Let's see the shades guy. Shades, we don't. Okay, he's 2 tabler. Folding here. Try to put the mic up. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go 1/3 here, check here. To 4, okay. Yanni is a 2 tabler, so we're not gonna mark him or anything. Hello partner. Thank you. Jack 3 fold, okay. Recro. 3-bet Marv. Bet 1/3. Camilos, did I see him somewhere? Okay. And this is the recro. And this also. Let's see what I have on him. Okay. I'm gonna fold there. Okay, let's see what he had. Queen Jack with this guy other had. Ace 10, okay. Didn't stab Ace 10 or anything. Let's only see here. Okay. Seems tight. Okay. This is also recro. A Lubo, I feel. Also. Yep. Yep, red tag is the reg. Okay, Kichi. Let's see the Kichi guy. Okay. We want to bet bigger here. I think he should call squeeze here with a lot of 10x's. We don't have any infos. Okay. I'm not going to turn nines into bluff. Not the greatest spot here. I just don't understand what is he rapping. Like, only Jack 10 has sense here. Or did he slow played like sixes and deuces? And I don't know, is this guy capable of turning like four fives, threes into bluff here? And also I just don't know what else he's rapping. He's rapping like deuces and sixes and Jack 10 suited, and that's it. King Queen, I don't think he's calling. Yeah, maybe he can. And we mark him as nit, so really tough one, but I just don't know, is he turning like four fives, threes into bluff here? And I don't have sample. I'm just gonna give him, because I mark him as a nit, so something must happen that I mark him as a nit. But really spot on the river, definitely I think that like hands like queens are always a call, because but really tough one. And also I don't know if he's like having ace queen there and floating the flop then checking. Basically we just don't know anything. Okay, I think this guy doesn't have 5x at all. Okay, I'm gonna overbet here. Okay, calling here with this. And again we're against the Recro. Gear something. Yep, it's a Recro guy. Again we'll be in the really tough spot. If he bet here, I just don't know what would I do. I feel like we can just keep folding to them without sample. And you see king queen here. So there's like so many difference between them. Hello, Anima. Man, I just don't know I don't remember like this. It was a long time when I saw it, but I just think I will need to see it again. because I know how much fun we have just watching that. When I was in college, we were like watching it all the time. Yep, we just want to bet big. We just want to get bet big here, okay. When I was in college, we were just like drinking and watching and dying out of the laughter. So I think definitely I will need to rewatch it. Okay. Just our bluff, that will be pre-flop. And like I told you, everything I have when they 4-bet is a shove. Every hand that has something is a shove. No more like calling and stuff like that. We had an aces, we shove the aces, immediately fold. We are shoving ace 3 suited, so let them keep 4-betting. Yesterday on the session, we had 7 folds to shove. So, nice score. Okay, we're gonna 4-bet here. Call a shove. Let's see what we have on Dr. Upswing. We have on Dr. Upswing on my call, but on my call 4-bet he shoved ace 5 suited. Okay. Okay, we have some serious stuff. Okay. But definitely there's no folding to 4-bets anymore. Or calling them lightly. Okay, I'm gonna call here. Okay, here. Button versus cutoff, 18%. We can definitely see that he's 3-betting a lot. Let's go to the multi-way. But not c-betting very much. Okay, we're calling here. I think we are shoving here on a flush draw and there. I should shove here. I wanted to shove, but I put like 2/3 here. This is like a clear shove. This player will never have a flush, and when this player checks, he will not ever have a flush. So I just made a misplay, really bad on my part, because it's a shove and I bet 2/3 it seems. So my mistake, big mistake. Okay, VCOOP is started. I thought about playing tournaments, some of them, so we can also add that if the tournament were any good. We can add that also. Okay, 9-10 fold. A6 open. Okay, 9-10 call. Let's see immediately what we haven't signed. Okay. I'm gonna raise here, check here, give up here. Okay, let's see here. Okay. It's a great show, man. Really great show. And I would love to just watch every episode again. Fun times. Checking here against unknown Mar. And I just don't think this board can hit him very much. Okay, check call. Okay, we're gonna bet like this. I have bad news again. I ate watermelon again. So it won't be fun for me, definitely. Okay, let's see here. Okay, folding. Okay. Eights and 8-9. And look, lucky RMZ is a recru guy. Okay, betting here like this. King 9 open, Woodox. Bet here against wider range. Legans is, I think, recro. Definitely okay. And look at this first trivet button on the button versus cutoff. Okay, I'm gonna fold. The guy seems that he's not even triveting small blind. So I just gonna give up. Let's see what the hand will be played. Aenima is asking, can I tell if his opponent reg on recro by bet size? Maybe I can tell by a bet size on circuit board textures, or the stuff they are barreling. I think it's possible, but of course not only for one hand, because he can have reasons to play one hand by certain way. But it's possible. I think records are, most of the records I feel have only one size in every spot, and they don't change it, at least on the flop. But on the river, they're definitely changing the size by the strength of their hands. So that's like definitely the most sign, in my opinion. I'm gonna strengthen the range against unknown, and okay, I'm gonna bet. Our floats are also 10x, so turning ace-x into bluff seems good. I'm wrapping 10x here. Tens, I mean, not 10x. Okay, I think we need to call this. Definitely against the reg. Against the reg, I'm probably folding. But against reg, I just don't see. Even if the reg seems tight, I won't be folding like stuff like that. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna make one quick pause. I'm really hurting by the watermelon, so excuse me, I will be back in 1 minute. I'm back. Let's go. Full tables of recro, guys. It's not gonna be easy. Definitely not easy for us. VD King. Definitely again recro. Yep, recro guy. Folding here. Ace-seed. I'm gonna try a delayed check raise here. Hello, Pape. I don't know, man. We'll just see. 3 days before today, days before yesterday, 3 days, I felt I played probably the best poker, and we were just running really bad. And yesterday, I felt I played like mediocre or bad, but we ran really good. So I would definitely choose play good and run good, but it seems that I didn't ever put a performance like play good and run good. It's always, if I run good, I play really bad. 7-star call against the Bojic here. I'm gonna bet his queen. Against tough spot with the recro. Smaller size. Is he like betting jacks, tens here? We just don't know. Sevens are usually calling these small blind versus button spots, but here I'm gonna fold. For me, it's much easier when facing regs because then we just don't need to fold like spots like this, because here the sevens need to be called on the turn, especially against that size. And against recro, I just didn't want to do it. Okay, let's see here. Just to see the range, 14%. Let's see the guy. I mean, it's a clear call, but I just want to put everything in my head. Okay, so the range is like 8s plus, with ace jack, with the king queen off, with all aces suited, with suited connectors. Let's see how he plays post flop. He's checking here. He's not betting everything. Check folds 50%. So it's telling me that he's range aware. He's probably checking like tens here. Always. Really bad river. Okay, ace queen he checked. I thought it's not the greatest river, definitely. These and homie aces. He's opening really a lot. 75% against us. So that's like king 4 off. Let's see his delay. Delay c-bet. What is his delay c-bet here? 2 overs to 8 or king queen king 9. Okay, ace jack is a call, definitely. He hit the straight. Okay. But like I told you, okay. Again, against probably recro where we don't know anything. I'm just gonna click it back here and go with the hand, because I don't see sense in calling because we don't know anything. Our hand is vulnerable and he can practically have every draw and stuff like that. You see like that, he's gonna, I mean, unknown guy to us, but okay. Just because of that, I think that with the 8-8 hand, it's just the best to click back. Just because you see he's like check raising and getting again with every draw, so definitely good play. Okay, we're just gonna have raise here. Okay, I'm gonna bet normal size. FC Roder. 2 tabler from Germany. This guy tried to bluff us 3 times, where he changed the hands into bluff, so definitely be careful there. Okay. These and homie aces. Homie aces. Okay, here we found that this guy, he's the reg. Okay. Call here. I'm gonna bet. There, fold. The swing is the reg crow. Dambaka, I think also. Yep, also. Check in. Check raising here. Folding. Okay. We have some 2 tablers that we don't know. I'm not gonna mark them or anything. Folding everything. We've been upgraded to Star's chess system. It seems they're telling me that now we're gonna get good rewards. With basically, in 3 weeks of play, we've earned 100 and something. So we are now upgraded, so we're gonna see how much we'll earn now. But basically, feels like a ripoff. Definitely feels like that. Let's see here. Folding, okay. Okay, king, queen, open. Fold here. Fold there. Okay, we're gonna delay here. Here, what to bet small? Okay, we're gonna do like this. I think block bet is by the range. Has most sense. We're gonna have a lot of ace-x also. So half pot or 1/3, it's okay. And he's never folding ace, and he doesn't have a lot of them, I think. So I feel it's okay, small bet. Let's see here. Okay. 40%, like 50 probably. Yep, he's probably calling every ace. Okay, we're gonna... He's not folding a lot on the turn, so definitely double barrel. But he did check raise the turn. Okay, we have a net here. Let's see why I did mark him as a net. Okay, we have one small read on him. Okay. Five, six. Let's see what we have on Californias. Okay. I think he has like 8, 9 off in his range, so I feel like that is also important. Fold here. I'm gonna fold here. Okay, I'm gonna call against like 40% if it's correct. But probably sample issues, okay. Lua Lua, we are on, I think, 45,000 hands. So almost half the challenge is gone. Okay, we're gonna go here to 9. And we're gonna see the guy. But we don't know the guy. And he's one tabler. Okay. Against this type of the open, I just want to call Jack 10. Which is like easy call. Robin Holt, okay. Drolje Hunter is from Croatia, definitely, right? We're gonna three bet here. This guy is not 4-betting much, so against him we wouldn't shove. About this guy we don't know. Okay, let's see more. Peter and homie aces. Peter and homie aces. Peter is right here. Okay. We're gonna three bet here. Let's see what we have on Bojic. Okay. Lua Lua, we're not doing so good. We are like little better than break even, but we had a rough start, let's say like that. We had pretty rough start, and we are basically without sample, and I just didn't expect it. So I just need more time to see what we're gonna do, because the recros are killing us. We just need to play and work. I'm gonna work on population rates also, and especially on the recros rates, because like this it just can get better. The pool is too big. We are now 5,000 players, so my hope about collecting sample on all of them is just a dream and nothing else. Okay, let's see our range here. Okay, I'm gonna check. This guy will definitely check ace-x. I have read about him, so on the river we are calling because basically we are on the top of the range that he's checking 3 times. And you see that he didn't try anything with the jack, so I have a pretty good feeling about that, about him. We have good reads on him, and I know how he plays. So, but basically on that type of the board, we want to go to the showdown, and that's it. So okay. I can tell you, just like if you see us how we play against people, we have a sample. Just look at that and see. If we go like through who took like most money from us, and how we are doing against Regs, basically you see everything. We are just without the reads, without the reckless, we played really bad, and that must be said. We call them too light, and then we make a big faults against them, but basically. Okay, I'm gonna check raise here. Greatest turn. Okay, calling here. Wow. He repped aces pre-flop, but now situation has changed. Really tough spot here. Seven nine suited. It's hard to fold to pair on the river here. He did hit the nuts on the turn. I just didn't feel like ace K at all. What is going on here? Here the guy checked and betting the river. Okay. Again, unknown player. Okay. Here I feel the turn is must call. he's betting here. And on the river, I just don't know, man. I mean, if he's like bluffing the hands with equity, it's fold because, but I just felt that he didn't have like anything, that he's like on the bluff. And okay, again, here he's gonna have ace king, and he's gonna just, if he has like anything he can like turn into bluff, stuff like that. But basically, I'm not folding the river when I hit the second pair here. But yeah, it will be tough for him to bluff by that river. If he has like, I don't know, a6 without anything, a6, a7, like some type of bluffs. Okay. We're gonna bet here like this. If he's having like an off bluff, he can have it also with diamonds, and he's gonna shove definitely on the river, especially on that river. And when I called like 2 times there, there's just no way I'm folding the river. I can say one thing, the regs are definitely not strong. And I had the most problem with the records, so. And the problem with the records is because I just don't know what, I mean, when I call them, they always have nuts every time, and when I fold, I feel like they bluffed me. But basically, we're not gonna fold a lot. That's like my game, and I'm not gonna keep folding. That was a big mistake I did, like fold, even on non-sample. We were trying to bluff a lot of times, so especially like I saw it's not that guy who had here 7-9, but there was a guy and he was a reg. His name was No Fucking Way. He limped 3-bet us with the a6 off, and again with the a7 off. So he's like bluffs for a6. That's why here in this spot where we had 2 pair, I'm like never folding, because I don't know the guy's limp. He didn't limp 3-bet once, and he's like now limp 3-betting 7-9 suited. So on that river to fold, where the ace king got there, there's no way. And if he has a blocker, ace blocker, and that low with the like limp 3-bet, he's always barreling it. So no way I'm gonna fold. He had like straight, but I'm not folding. That's it. He had a flush. He had a straight on the turn. Okay. We are against the D's that we don't know anything. I'm gonna get bet big here with this hand. We are only betting 9x here, so I'm gonna overbet. There's no like, we're not betting 7s, we're not betting 4x. Not for value, definitely, so overbet has sense. Stainless. s02e20. Reg. Okay. Quaky, man. Thanks. Three betting here. Let's see what we have on him. Okay, we have a lot of infos. A lot of good stuffs. A lot of good stuffs. Okay. We're gonna 3-bet here against Moses. Moses is two-tabler from Germany. So maybe a reg. This guy called 4-bet only 3 times out of 5d6 and had one of those. He had ace king. So okay. Let's see here in the multi-way. In the multi-way pop-up, how much he stabs the turn. Oh, we don't have that info. Okay, we're gonna bet like this. Cut of 29%. Okay, 2.2x is a call. Big blind versus small blind. 55 around. We have to see all the normal hands. Okay, we have one read on him. 50%, little bit tighter. He doesn't have king 8 off. We're gonna have check range on this board. Small blind versus big. Checking here. Stabbing the turn a lot. We are checking one more. To fold this on the river would be a disaster, because when we check 3 times, every pair is a call. Okay. Seraphis. Seraphis, no. Samurai poker needs to be marked. And this is the retro guy, okay. Okay, I'm gonna bet here. Amfrosha is distributing us. Let's see what we have on her. Let's see here. Around 8%. Fish with the fish here. I think I'm gonna call with the fish there. Cobra, definitely a fish. Calling here. I don't see sense in raising, because if we have a set, we want to let him join the party. Definitely I feel he's weak here. I think that if he has a flush draw, he would don't shove here, so I'm okay with this. I must say I agree with the reform. They just don't. They just wait for the hands. That's the like. They just don't spew a lot, and on the normal tables they do. And also, what is here to be noted, uh, you're gonna beat them eventually because they will play bad in most of the spots, but here they just don't spew, and on the normal tables they'll spew a lot. So this is the difference. Reform just explained the real point of everything, and especially if they don't know how they play, it's tough because you don't know if they are like overfolded guys, or maybe they are like passive guys. uh, Maybe they are like station guys, stuff like that. You just don't know, and you need to find that out. So there's no other way. You need to beat them like having a hand, or you can beat them when you know how they play and then overplay them. There is like no middle there. But definitely it's not easy when you don't have a sample. But it's hard to get sample on how many 5,000 players. It's insane. This guy called tribet out of position on the board 5-8-4. He basically checked the river after the board was check. So really tight guy. Gonna bet the turn. Here with the 8-9. Definitely bet. Let's see what we have on per. Let's see here. 22. Cut off. Not a step guy, definitely. Also, he didn't stab anything. Quacky, I completely agree with you, man. I was just feeling real bad yesterday because I was starting writing, asking him to play, stuff like that. It's just so I just show weakness there, and I felt bad because like that's the point what he wanted, and I just fell for it, and it's not going to happen again. I just don't want to discuss on the chat. I'm here to play, to show the program, to show how I play, and that's the way I'm gonna approach now. It was like big mistake by me, and I'm not proud of it. But I just like you need to work on your game. You just need to work on yourself also. So I just need to be smarter. And thank you, Quecky, for thinking of me. Pablo, man, thank you. I love Brazil. I really, really love Brazil. And you see, like it's fun how and here we just keep to know a lot of people from a lot of places. So that's like cool thing about all of this. Okay, 14% probably doesn't have a deuces then. Probably doesn't have deuces. But doesn't have even queen jack off on the UTG with a 14%. So what can he bluff here? I just don't know. Ace queen. Probably ace queen with the blockers, or like a hand like ace 3, ace 4, ace 5 of diamonds. But we just don't know. We don't have sample and anything, so we don't know. Okay, bet 1/3 here. Stony, we don't know Stony. Stony is the recro. We don't know him, so okay. 2-5 fold, fold. A6 fold. 8-5 also. Let's see about Rodito, what we know about him. Rodito called 4-bet with king queen off, button versus cutoff. Okay, squeezed ace 8 suited, 4-way. Okay. Okay, we know a lot about him. Here is 9-10 fold. We are betting. When we are deep, we are using a big size. I'm gonna double barrel with this hand. So also what I was trying to say, I don't, Rentacle is asking that people spew a lot in zone, but I just didn't see it. Not from the racks, at least. I didn't see it from the racks, I must be honest. Not like a spew hands. It's all like I would say in the normal, but spew like I would like spew is like when you do like something so stupid like I did yesterday, for example. Stuff like that, and I didn't see a lot of that from Rex. So, but I mean, you see a fish when calls a 3-bet 200 blinds and shoves the board with nothing. That happened 2 times, and from what I saw, and the guy that called them had 2 times nuts, and fish shoved nothing, and stuff like that happens. But in the regular tables, it's much more obvious. Much more because you just feel the dynamic there. They play like Some people play good 20 minutes and then spew in 10 minutes 10 times. Or they play good until they lose the pot, and when they lose the pot, it's over. So in the Zoom, you just can't notice that. Or if you notice, it's gonna be a lot harder to capitalize on that. Like, okay. Yeah, this guy is a big fish. Definitely big fish. Really big fish. He did something really stupid with 2-5 suited, so he called the tribute with 2-5 suited, and called a check raise with anything, and then don't shove the river. So to fold him on 4-bet, it's, I don't know in what type of mood he can be. So, but folding to him, it's out of the question. And the shove is great. We don't know anything about this. Still, it's like looks tight to tabler, but really tight. And every time I feel I play good, we run bad. Every time. And when I play really bad, like I don't like really bad, but bad like yesterday, we are running good. Casey and Tony, s02e. Okay, we're gonna 3-bet here on T-arc. Rentacle on the iPoker, you regularly have a couple of fishes that like play a week, then take a rest. For example, he play a week, and I know like 2-3 of them that are regular, like play a week, take a few days off, play a week, and they're like 45, 36, 50, 40, and like 3-betting 30 to 20 to 30%. And you think that it would be like easy to play with them, but they put you on a lot of tough spots than regulars. And when they are on the roll, they are on the roll. So on the iPoker, you have like few of them who wants to play, and when they play, they just play like splashy and stuff. So on other sides, I feel like even like on Super Sport, you have like some of them that also play like that. On also that happened in the micro and the party poker. So on every side you have whales because they just don't have anything else to do. They just come to play and have fun on the table. So on the stars and when I was preparing, when I was probing the program how it is and stuff like that, I played on the stars normal tables, and also I found there was like also that type of players there. So it's like in every network you're gonna find them. They're not gonna hide from you. Okay. I play like 3 sides, 2-3 sides, but only on iPoker you can find like 6 tables, and I can play more than 6. 6 is maximum to me. After the 6, everything is like bad. So for me 6 is maximum, definitely. But I see some guys playing like 10, so it's all type of taste. Everything is about like, I like knew one guy that played 20 tables and stars, and he played like solid. And also like guys who are like sit and goes, they played like I don't know how much, million probably. Okay, fold first three bet. Okay. Let's see what we have on him. We're gonna delay it here. We're gonna mainly want to call here. Again, 63, 44. I'm getting it in with the nines easily. You see like what happened here? Like, this is what regs are trying to do to us, and to them like fold is out of the every question. Even I feel like the play is really bad because he's wrapping like a 4-5 or like an ace 3, but I can have like ace 3 beat, so I can have the better hand. So he's like mainly wrapping here 4-5, and he's calling like 3%. So he doesn't even have 4-5 in his range. He's probably 3-betting 4-5. So he's like classically spewed the hand. But again, when we are against the recros, they just have everything and you can't do anything about it. I don't feel this guy even has like 5-6 suited in the range, so a really nice spot for us. Five, six suited in range, I meant. King 9 suited open, ace 9 fold. Okay. We're gonna bet 1/4. One third here. We have all the regs except Samurai Poker. Samurai Poker is the only one that we don't have, and A-Team, I feel it's a fish or something like that. Recro. Let's see about X Grinder, what we have. Okay. Queen 10 fold. Hello, worker. I would say that playing Zoom and normal tables is definitely out of the question. I would never do it. If I play Zoom, I would only play Zoom, not mixing it up. So I feel you, man. I feel, Rentacle, what you're saying, but I don't know why you can play on other sides. That's something that I don't understand why. Okay, let's see here. Probably around ace this too. Okay, so around 50% all aces. He has like king 9, queen 9, jack 9 hands. And here he doesn't have like a lot of strong hands. He only has two pair like 6-9 suited. So only two pair that he has in range is 6-9 suited. And 3s and 6s like out of his set. So in this board we need to be aggressive because he doesn't have any strong hands. Drolje Hunter is from Croatia, it must be, yes. And I like the nickname. Man, if you're on a stream, tell us. Only Samurai Poker. Again, we are against Dog Snake. Dog Snake just can't be ragged by the nickname. Who'd ever give a nickname Dog Snake? So, Recro. We have a straight here. And we are good. Great. Okay, here I'm gonna have a check range against imposition. Okay, I'm gonna check raise here. His first call. So I don't think he has deuces, but maybe he has. He doesn't call anything. Nines he's 3-betting, so basically we're afraid of sixes. King Queen open. Corn. Corn is like Grinder's nickname, definitely. Okay. Immediately 3-betted. Seems tight on the big blind, like 6% only. Never 3-bet cutoff. So probably tighter range. And I don't think he has many like aces. He's probably not 3-betting like hand as ace jack off. I would say that he has jacks there. ace jack off. And it seems like it's the sample issues. Definitely, he's 3-betting ace jack off, and we saw that he's only 3% there, so okay. And what is also important, he didn't value bet the river, he didn't even bet the turn. All that stuff is important too. And now our strategy will see, like, when he's double barreling, his range is probably weaker, because if he's not betting like ace jack, it's like ace that hit it. That's telling me he's over bluffing with the c bets and over protecting the check range. Because if you have like a flush draw and the ace hit, you won't barrel it, but you will check like ace jack. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna call. Let's go here. He's not betting the ace-x here. That's definitely. Okay, he did bet ace-queen here. Let's see how much he's aggressive on the river. Okay. He seems to be aggressive on the river. Betting here, and let's see here. Okay. I feel this guy doesn't have deuces, threes in his range at all. So pretty sweet spot to be. Let's see on the turn. He's not gonna check raise like eights, nines here. So he's gonna have all of that in the range. And he mostly have pockets here, so we're gonna bet big here, like sixes, sevens, eights. And I'm jamming here queens. He's gonna have some like, he's gonna have here like ace jack of diamonds, ace queen of diamonds, king queen of diamonds. So that's 3 combos. We are beaten by tens and sixes. That's like 9 combos. So we are basically losing out of 9 combos here. And he's gonna have like 5, 6s, 8s, 9s, jacks. So I'm shoving. Okay. King 8 fold. Red tackle, that doesn't sound smart, man. I must say it sounds like fishy. At the end, this is only a game. And you can't win everything. And you can't win against everybody. It's just a game. You probably don't want to lose. You probably hate losing in, I don't know, uh, how do you say "čovječe ljudi" on English? Uh, Let me check. Just a minute. I'm gonna check how it's called. Let me see how it's called. I'm gonna see how it's called. It's a kids game, and we all played it as a kids. Okay, just try to find it. It's called Ludo. So you probably hate losing in Ludo. For me, the toughest is losing when you're playing live tournament, and they say player out, and all the guys are just all of their tables are just starting to look who's out, who's out. For me, that's like toughest. Just a big size here. Ace king on ace king. Okay. I'm gonna just make a quick pause after this hand, guys. Sit out next hand. Sit out next hand and sit out next hand. To think here. Against the fish, I'm gonna use bigger size. Okay. I'm gonna make a quick pause and we are back. I'm back again. Okay. Cassie, new reg. Cassie, okay. The guy limped. He's like wrapping on the 9x, I feel. That's betting this size. Let's see what he had. 8 jack, so basically nothing. 7-10 off, not gonna happen. And I was thinking about that cash out option, and I've changed my opinion on it. When you're running really bad, I feel like you can get really big rewards, because when you're running really bad and you're in the downswing, you just take cash out options, and when you're like in the upswing and running good, you just you then just don't use it. So by that you are like avoiding variance when you're running bad, and you are embracing variance when you're running good. So I feel like that can be really good now when I think about it. So now I feel I like it. We are against the Recro guy. First time. First hand. 4-5. 4-5, okay. Cassie, you said that Cassie is a new reg, and she's a reg, okay. Let's see what the fish there is. Okay. Definitely a big fish. Let's see about Dr. Upswing, what we have on him. Let's see here. Button versus early middle. 9%, 8.1. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna use a 2 street game because of the SPR. It's unfortunate if you bet 1/3. So I'm gonna play 2 street game. And this guy has a really obvious range, so okay, fold here. but it's really a lot of time. It slowed down the action, this, when you can take the pot. It slowed down the action, definitely. So it has a good stuff, but also has some not so great stuff. Okay. B1 G C Chi. Also, it's suspecting what he's checking here. Feel like he has like always a hand. Something like jack stands. I don't see like his check folding here ever. So, and we would hit. And I don't want to call here also. So we are check raising or basically folding. Okay, calling with the sevens. Don't know what he's wrapping. Definitely. Okay. And he hit the queen sick. I should raise the turn, definitely. And we have a read that he's a fish. But I wanted him to bluff the river also, but sevens need protection, so that was a mistake. What the guy had here? 7-8. The guy had ace. Like I told you, when he's check calling, he's always having a hand, so I just didn't want to check raise there. Hello, T-Grinder, man. You're early today. I'm just used to you when it's like 5 a.m. 4. This is too early for you. Wow, this is insane. I feel like also this is a fault, probably. He's distributing small blind really, really narrowly. Even cutoff is only 6%. Okay, let's see about Rodito, what we have on him. Okay. Really glad I folded. Definitely. Let's see here. Okay, this is narrow range, it seems middle position versus early. Okay, and 8s without the diamonds are fold. We folded with the 10s. It felt like this guy is really tight and we didn't have even sample of the other guy. So I guess tight fold, but okay. Only other thing that we could do is a 4-bet. Okay, here we have a like really tight button, it seems. 1 out of 10 times, I'm not gonna even try. Okay, I'm gonna overbet here. Nice. 7-8 open. 7-9 suited 3-bet. He's folding really a lot. So I feel okay with it. The problem is with Fing Yu, I don't know if we can call Jack 10. Against 9%, it's probably a fold. Ace 8 fold, Jack 4 fold. Okay. This B1 guy seems to be a reg. We were searching for him. I'm betting big and calling all in. Even if he has Queen X, then we are priced, and my goal is to be priced in and having no fold equity. Really tough here against the guy that seems tight. He did 3-bet 1 out of 8 times squeezed, but against big blind it seems like he's doing some 3-betting big blind versus cutoff and big blind versus button. So probably like nines. I just don't know what to say here. Okay, I'm double barreling here. I'm just don't know. I mean, he seems tight. We don't know the range, but is he gonna shove here like ace jack, ace queen, or stuff like that? This type of player. And I don't think he even have like any bluff, right? We block like 10, 9, 10 type of like squeeze. Even that is optimistic. I just gave it to him. Okay, bet here. Sevens against Cafernius here. Feel like this range is, I don't know, 20%. Okay. Cutoff versus early. 9%. Okay. Against the Recro. Wrapping like ace queen or like 2 pair. And he's hitting the eights. I like the call now, because look what he's done. Like he bet the turn with the eights here. So I'm definitely liking the call on the river, and I'm gonna just mark him as a fish. I really like the call now, because if he's like betting eights there, he's gonna bet a lot of weak stuff. So I'm liking the call there. And you see like what type of records they are. This guy is betting eights there, turning it into. I don't even see a reason to step that hand there. There's just no reason at all. So definitely too strong to check raise. Feel also is a good bet. Four bets really a lot. If he four betted here, I would go for a five bet. Definitely bet here. Let's play like this. Okay. I check behind here because he seemed tight, and I thought there's like a chance that he would fold ace. But there's like only one street left, so it's not really important. Because the only one street can go in. So I can like check if I'm have hand like a give up. And we have also here nice blocker, and we are basically not afraid of anything. Okay, checking there. Gonna bet small. Because we are probably against one pair, like nines. Okay, jacks. And I want to bet like a queen X also. Even it's hard for me to have a queen X. Basically I have like, I would bet jacks with this size, so. And he looks like 8x there and nines mostly, so it's okay. Piperoy, let's see him. Okay, he's one tabler recro guy. Okay, I'm gonna bet small again. Again, we have a hand when this is going on. I'm just jamming here. I'm jamming because I would jam like Jack X. Definitely, because he doesn't have Jack X at all, and I have, and he's betting pot here, so fuck you and bet pot. He just doesn't know to play post flop, and he's like betting a pot uh, so deep, so fuck you. I would just shove everything I want to play against that strategy, and that's it. You don't know how to play post flop, okay? I don't also need to play. Just shove and that's it. And like with the full house with the Jack X, when he's betting pot, I'm just shoving. Let me see what the guys are talking about. Ultima is asking me how many hands I need to have for sample. I would say 2k hands. Definitely 2k hands. Again, we are going into deep subjects, and again, I don't want it to tilt me off, man. What the GTO? Who plays GTO? Show me the guy playing GTO. Everybody's playing GTO, then everybody should crushing. And let's see what we have on him. Okay. We're gonna call definitely, but just I'm looking to have a idea how he plays. This is interesting hand. Against two big fishes, okay. There's just no way I'm folding in this spot. Against the fish unknown that call the 3-bet. Limit call the 3-bet here. Casey seems to be definitely how do you say it? Okay. Twenty seems to be a really tight, it seems. But having queens there and we check twice and he steps, I just don't see ever folding. And we are against unknown, I just don't know what to say. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Gross. Okay. Definitely not good. And also I hate this game, like we check raised him, he mean 3-bet, we mean 4-bet. Annoying, and he then again min feels like especially because he won in that game. But basically when he raised we should shove. I just don't know why I did it. Casey's probably on it. Short stack all the time and playing like... It seems like that. I don't know. Rounder is asking me, are they winners, the guys that I marked? I just don't know, man. I have a really low sample on them. I don't know anybody. Like, I have a feeling on some of them, but not to know if they are like a winners or that. I just can't. I just don't know. Okay, Kurt. Here we're gonna have like 40% bet range in these positions. Let's try to lead by stab a lot, but not. We're gonna just bet here. We just wanted to lead by the old one, they stab a lot. But he did check the tens. Definitely, we see guys checking tens here, another would bet like every pair. You just don't know these days anything. And also, I just don't know how my friend won that so much money from the from the chests. He told me the platinum chest is the bomb. You will always get something like great. And I get on the platinum chest, I get on one I get 55. That's the most I get, and other one was like 15 with some other unnecessary stuff, like some ticket I don't know for what, and I don't know how to use it. So basically I got it for nothing. So I just don't know how did they get so. And I know like a few more that get like 500 700, but and the guys here are telling me we never win anything. So how is that possible? Hulk is a two tabler. We're gonna definitely have bluffs there with the like ace queen and ace jack, so I double barrel king queen for protection. He has king queen also, okay. And he called king queen middle position versus UTG versus middle position. And people are saying like, no, it's a fold, ace jack is a fold. But against our range, king queen is printing. And it should be a call, not a 4-bet. Just think about if you like 4-bet king jack off, not the king queen off, how much king jack then earns, and otherwise he didn't get anything. So what is better than to turn king queen into bluff, which will against our range have a lot of equity, or have money with the king queen and king jack also. So